All right. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Audi, and I am your host, Audi. This is the first episode of year 2, so thank you for stopping by. And if you're stopping by, hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. Seeing that this is the first Tuesday of September, we are doing a portfolio update to see how our $100 investment into those 5 different stocks are performing in the stock market. We see the gains as well as the potential losses that we have suffered over the past 30 days from creating the portfolio in June of 2021. So let's dive into the portfolio. So before we jump into the entire spreadsheet of looking at August 2021, we are going to look at the snapshot of what happened with those 4 dividend paying companies to see what the total amount was for dividend payments. But if you haven't seen the July update, here's a card popping up on the top right of your screen, and you can go ahead and view that July 2021 update. In addition, if you want to know why it is we purchased those stocks, as well as the exit and entry strategies that we have put on these 5 companies, and go ahead and view the original $100 portfolio distribution and the step-by-step behind this $100 that we put into these 5 different stocks. But without further ado, let's get into this snapshot. We had dividend payments from BND as well as PSEC. BND declared about 14 cents of dividends. We received 5 cents in payments of dividends. We reinvested those 5 cents at $86.32. So we definitely didn't get that much shares, and these are the amount of shares that we got with the 5 cents paid from BND. PSEC, on the other hand, declared 6 cents. We received about slightly over 12 cents in dividend payment, and that 12 cents were reinvested at $7.99. So we didn't receive a lot of shares, but yet we still got shares regardless of the fact. So the total amount of dividends that we received for the month of August was 17 cents. And the number of shares that we acquired after those 17 cents were reinvested across those 2 companies is this given amount. Not a lot once again, but it's something better than nothing. And small progress every single month helps with us getting a snowball effect with the drip concept that we talked about on the last video. And if you want to learn about drip, go ahead and click on this card that's appearing on the top right of your screen so that you can see how the drip affects your overall return and your wealth generation in stocks. Now, August 2021. So the current price for VOO is $416.57, but we purchased it at $393.50. For BND, it's currently at $86.28. MFA is currently at $4.76, but the purchase price was the same thing as the current price. Whoa, we are back at even. And now for PSEC, the current price is $7.95, but we purchased it at $8.82. We are almost down $8. Now ATNX, I'm gonna put this one in red just because it's red. So we have it down to $3.60, and we purchased it at $5.08. So we are almost down about $2 in this company. But we're not gonna cry. I'm not gonna put any crocodile tears again, because we know what we're getting ourselves into, and this was the most speculative one out of all of them, as well as the most riskiest one out of all of them. All of these have risk, but this one is totally on a different level from the first 4. So the number of shares that we have in each of the companies are pretty much the same except for BND and PSEC, because we actually got dividends that we reinvested and purchased more shares into those 2 given companies. The market values across these 5 stocks are that we have $31.86 for VOO, it's $30.34 for BND, $15.32 for MFA, $16.46 for PSEC, and we are down to $4.96 for ATNX. Now the gains and losses, we are up $1.86 for VOO, up 34 cents for BND. Remember, those 2 ETFs, we invested $30 across each one of them. Therefore, the difference of whatever the current market value is minus the original investment is going to tell us how much we gain or loss. We are up 32 cents on MFA, technically 32 cents up, because notice that the current price and the purchase price are exactly the same thing. But in the month of July, we were paid 32 cents of dividend into MFA. So that 32 cents is considered a gain in our regards, because we reinvested those 32 cents into that same company. So therefore, this is 32 cents that we didn't actually take out of our pocket. It was a payment, so therefore it will be reflected in the overall gains and losses for this particular stock, as well as all of them that pay dividends. We are down $1.54 on our investment in PSEC, as well as down $2.04 on our investment in ATNX. Now the overall portfolio is down $1.05. So it's not a whole lot in terms of it being down, but it's not in the positive. And this $1.05 that we are down is unrealized losses, because the fact is that it's not realized because we haven't sold out of any of our positions when it comes to any of these 5 stocks. So if we were to sell this entire portfolio to the market at these current prices, we would be down $1.05 in our given $100 investment. But even if it was in the positive, it would still just be an unrealized gain because we haven't sold anything. So these are literally just numbers on the screen. And until we sell, we do not realize these gains or losses on our investments. So just keep that in mind. And that's a psychological factor in terms of money in the stock market, is that until you do sell, you don't actually get the profit or you don't actually lose that money. So it's not complicated, but it's just something hard to actually, come into terms with, because we are so accustomed, like if we know we owe something, if it's down, then that means we lose it. But then it's like, I'm telling you that you haven't realized it's lost because you haven't sold anything. But yes, until you sell, you don't get the profits or the losses that you see on the screen for your particular stock. So technically, I haven't lost $1.05 until I sell all my positions in these companies. So overall, for this entire investment during the past 2 months, we have gotten 59 cents of dividend paid in the month of July. Then we got 17 cents paid in the month of August. 59 cents because we had all 4 companies paid in the month of July. If you look across here, these are all 4 companies paying us dividends. And like we just saw, only 2 of them paid in the month of August, because those 2 companies that paid in August, they are monthly dividend paying stocks. So therefore we will get payment from them again in September. But then we would like to see if reinvesting our dividends starting to increase the amount of dividends that we are receiving from those companies as time progresses. And by the end of the year, hopefully we are getting more dividend payments from the same amount of shares that we originally purchased, and looking at how that dividend reinvestment is helping our dividend payments to increase over time. And so the total amount that we have made on this stock portfolio is 77 cents. After 60 days of investing this $100 into these 4 dividend paying stocks and that extra one that doesn't pay dividends. So we got 77 cents dividends without necessarily doing anything additional, but our portfolio value, as you saw, was down $1.05, which means it's at $98.95. But this brings our total portfolio current worth to $100.77 after 60 days. I don't even know why I put this cent sign. This makes no sense. But moving on. So this is what our portfolio is currently valued at. But once again, this is better than holding $100 on my pocket and probably just spending it or wasting it on something that's not necessarily going to return anything in the long run. But then again, your money is your money and you decide what you want to do with it. Don't let a guy on YouTube tell you what to do with your money, because this is not financial advice. This is just me using an example to show you what $100 could do for me in these 5 companies that I put this $100 in. Remember that the more you put into these companies, the more it is that you're going to see a better payment in terms of dividends or even returns, as well as losses, because the amount that you put in helps determine the magnitude of the profits or the losses that you will encounter in these particular investments. I hope that you have benefited from this review and this update of August in our portfolio, so that you can use this in your journey to benefit you as you continue to decide what it is that you want to do with your own personal cash, as well as your investment for whatever your purpose is for you investing your money. So let me know in the comment if you find this useful by telling me yes or no that this is useful, so that I can see who all are benefiting from this as I do these updates on this $100 investment. Thank you all. This brings us to the end of the August 2021 update on this $100 portfolio. So now that we have seen the entire portfolio, remember that this is a finances and your mental health. But seeing that I've been on YouTube for the past 1 year without taking a break, I am deciding to take a break so that I can reflect on this channel, as well as give myself the necessary mental break from creating videos on a weekly basis. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, as well as seeing how our portfolio has been performing in the stock market. The next one will be in October. Hopefully I will create a video before then, but if not, we definitely know that the next video will be in October. So share this video with anybody who is potentially looking at starting the stock market, so that they can see how an example with a small amount can have returns within the stock market itself. So thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it once again with anybody who will benefit from it. So peace, love, enjoyment. Deuces, I'm Audi. Until next time, swoosh. All right.